Welcome to Project-Based Learning at Gaffney High School. We will attempt to showcase the PBL environment at GHS and provide a visual insight into what teachers are doing. I'm Hogan Davidson.
And I'm Kelsey Sperlin. We're both seniors at Gaffney High School, and we're both excited to talk to you about PBLs.
The GHS Professional Development Team met once a month at the district office with other teachers from around the district.
Eric White, a master of creating PBLs, was their consultant. After each meeting at the DO, the teachers brought the information back to their respective schools.
From here, the GHS Professional Development Team introduced and guided the faculty on PBLs. This usually happened around the 15th of every month.
So, what is project-based learning? In the 21st century, it is the project that is the main course. The PBL contains and frames curriculum and instruction.
Perhaps our Chief Academic Officer for Teaching and Learning, Kim Bagwell, can explain it better.
Project-based learning is a way of teaching that allows students to really take charge of their own learning. Project-based learning really puts the teacher in the role of being a facilitator on the side, but the students actually get to make choices about what they're learning, how they're learning, and actually work collaboratively with other students and make some decisions and draw some conclusions that requires them to do a lot of thinking. It involves a great deal of research where students actually have a problem that they're trying to solve or a question that needs to be answered, and they research and make a decision and then present their findings to other classmates and to other people. Project-based learning is really called an inquiry method of teaching because of all of the research and all of the questions that are answered while students are learning.
The goal of PBLs for both Gaffney High School and the Cherokee County School District is to enrich all students' understanding of any and all content, at the same time making real-world experiences out of all learning.
Let's hear from some of the students at GHS about their experiences with PBLs.
Sit alone in this empty room, bitter quiet out of darkness, faced with my tomb.
Our story was about a tragic relationship. The girl was so in love with the guy, and then the girl found out by another friend that her boyfriend was cheating on her, and then that's when you came in and you decided to be that girlfriend, and someone else came in and you jerked off your necklace, you took it off, and you were just upset about it.
She gave us like a rubric and told us how we had to prepare. We had to go in steps, like write the ballot, research the ballot. Well, we had to research it, then we had to write it. Then we had to compare it with our groups.
Taking everything one piece at a time to create the bigger picture of it.
What was the reason for him to do that? And making her seem blind, like she couldn't see it, but she knew it was there, but she didn't know, like she didn't want to believe that.
We had to pick our groups to make sure that we had a song to go to it, and she had to review it or finalize it. It took like a few weeks, like at least a month to get it done.
We had days where we'd do different stuff and then days specifically designed to, go towards that.
The first day we just planned who the characters were going to be and what was actually going to happen, because we had many options of what kind of tragic love story we wanted it to be, but we decided for it to be a love story.
You know, get to interact with each other as they're learning how to, you know, cooperate, because like we're all going to college, we're all seniors, so you're going to have to learn how to do things without a teacher holding your hand probably.
I think I learned how to manage time well in order to get, everything done.
We use iPads, our laptops, and outside of school we use our phones for to record certain things, put it on our laptops, so when we get back in school we can do it from the laptop.
My project was mainly about Greek mythology. It was about Hades and how he had kidnapped Persephone.
We started learning about mythology, and we were about to read the book Black Ships Before Troy, and she told us that we were going to learn about the gods and goddesses.
Miss Rice, she presented the project to us very simple. I learned a lot of stuff about Greek mythology.
There was different stories about them, so you had to pick and choose which one was correct.
We had been talking about ballads for a while, and so that was like the structure of the story we'd been talking about.
We had to make a ballad based on a news article. And then after that, we had to revise it with the team or the group members that we had to work with.
We had to find news articles and then each create our own ballad. And then we, as a group, we came together and picked the best one.
Each one of the members in the group had to research 4 news articles, and then each one had to write a ballad. And I wrote one, my group members wrote one, and after that we picked the best one.
Make that ballad into a music video. And yeah, we all had to play a part in the music video. Actually was one of the main characters.
In our presentation, we chose my ballad, and then each one of the group members had to be a person in the story.
I used Adobe Premiere Pro to make the music video itself.
When Ms. Brown portrayed the topic, she knew that we would be scared because we were having to do something new and try something out of our own zone, because you don't really do that many projects in math. So when Ms. Brown came to us with this project, she showed us that it would be fun, creative, educational. It just showed us in general that it would be more progress to enjoy than progress that we regret.
We had to make a mat that would heat the pool during the winter time so it wouldn't be cold whenever it came summertime. So we had to make a mat that would cover the surface area of the pool, and that would be the same area and length as the outside of the pool.
Design a pool cover that would go around the pool and fit perfectly on top of the pool. So basically we had to derive a formula. It took us about 3 weeks, and we did it in class and at home.
Just learn how to use dimensions to make a outline of a certain object.
A lot of times in class I hear the question, oh, but how will we use this in real life? And I guess it was just the best example she could give us.
She was explaining on how kids should learn how the states of matter work. So she wanted us to make a booklet about the states of matter.
How to break down on what state of matter really is about liquids, gases, and solids.
We was learning about states of matter during the process, and this would make us learn even more about it because we had to research it.
With the PowerPoint, we had to create everything that went in order for the little kids to understand.
Oh, I had to learn how to make a children's book. I just read children's books and it came up how to make a children's book successfully.
She told us we had to do this project, and then she gave us this packet, and the packet had how many slides your PowerPoint had to have and the information it had to have on each slide.
But I like this method because we had partners and we could share information. We could gather information and then we could combine it together and make it more interesting.
She had a PowerPoint presentation and she walked us through the PowerPoint presentation. She told us straight up that we were going to learn it for ourselves instead of her teaching it to us. And then if we had any questions, she helped us with it. If you figure it out for yourself, you learn a lot more than you do if somebody just tells you how to do it.
The process is we were able to split the work and not have to do everything by ourselves.
It certainly would appear that these students have a grander understanding of their material and subject.
Many more teachers submitted student PBL material. The following is just a sample of those submissions.
Okay.
Green, man, you're just gonna have to meet me over here. Just pull up. We're gonna have to go get Krishan before she wind up doing something crazy.
Hold on, what you mean do something crazy? I'm on my way.
This song, it's not long, strong stem J in the preterite. This one's for them Spanish kids, level 3 kids, straight conjugators. Dialing while using signal words from the past. You got I, yeah, I know J. Gotta fix myself, I'm so preterite.
Strong stem, called Spanish release in the fireman. A strong stem, maybe golden water retirement. A strong stem, change my stem, you know who I am. Strong stem, and we're all about conjugation.
J, hit your hallelujah. J, hit your hallelujah. J, hit your hallelujah. Cause strong stem J gon' give it to you. Cause strong stem J gon' give it to you. Cause strong stem J gon' give it to you. Monday morning, so we're in the spot. Don't believe me, just stem.
High school lover, will last forever. High school love will last forever. High school love, high school love, high school love. High school love, high school love, high school love.
Well, you didn't know the hit soon be breathless.
To Miriam on the track. High school lover, will last forever. High school love will last forever. High school lover, will last forever.
Picture you going up on some boy named Dominique. It's domestic violence cases are reported each year. Most of those cases happen to be female.
There are certain days that Chandler has to leave school early and give up on his education to take care of the baby at the doctor.
Something in here.
PBLs come in many shapes, sizes, and purposes.
We've had a great time creating this video for you. Believe it or not, you've been watching a PBL.
The GHS Professional Development Team contacted our class about creating a video showcasing PBLs at GHS. So, we decided to create a PBL about PBLs.
Our client was the GHS Professional Development Team in the district office. Our deadline was approximately 2 weeks. Our goal was to create a documentary-style video positively describing our client's product.
In the world of broadcast journalism, this is about as real world as you're going to get.
Project-based learning at Gaffney High School is working, and we thank all those involved in bringing it to our school.
Thank you, and go Indians!